Okay, so I have no idea how the audio is going to come out on this. However, we'll go for it. We've just got the dishwasher. I'll get it right in a minute. Got the tumble dryer going at the moment. So I'm back working on the trailer. I'm going to be taking all the parts off so I can get these, get the paint taken off so I can get a nice coat of grey on it. And clean some of this rust up as well. And just try and preserve the trailer a bit more. It's been alive for 40, 50 odd years. I want to keep it again for another 40, 50 years if I can. So all I do is just unscrewing all these little screws, basically just some little self tappers. Teeny tiny little self tapping screws there in camera. And I'll probably reuse them to remount all the hooks and everything that I'm taking off. Okay, some flatheads for the lights. So that is the cover bit, and now all of these, which is held in some more self tappers. Get lost. Couple more self tappers. And then this just pries off. Because it's been on there for so long, the rubber's kind of stuck to the bodywork. There we go. Right. And just before we do pull this out, just check the other side and make sure there's no connectors on the wires like this, because otherwise it will not pull through. So I'm just going to cut them off. Hopefully there's no more up in there. If there is, that wouldn't have a problem. There is not. So, that's our light out. It's either cobwebs or some insulation. I'm going to go with cobwebs. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll put the cover back on, just so we don't lose any parts. Okay, and then we have an end piece ready to be sanded. So, pop that to one side. Next up is the trailer lid. Don't know if this is going to fit on it. I need to do my vise because it's right in the way. Right, you need to get rid of, there's a latch here. You get rid of this. Take the hooks off and then peel all the stickers off. This Sunseeker one I want to try and keep because that's an original one from the trailer tent, but the rest can all come off. So let's see if we can do that. Perfect. Just find something to put it on so it doesn't get damaged. Right. Okay, so there are some holes on here where like the number plate used to be screwed in, and what I think I'm going to do is I'll get this all brushed down and sanded down, and then I'll fill these with some fiberglass filler, I think, and smooth it out a bit. There we go. And what I need now is a scraper. Number plate sticker off. Okay, so it's grinding time. Okay then, so quick little update on where we've got today. I haven't done a lot of recording because it's mostly repetitive stuff, and I'm sure you guys don't want to stand there or sit there and watch me just sit there and grind bits of metal back all day using a wire wheel. I will admit it has taken a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. I haven't done as much as I thought I would have got done today. I've got the 3 back panels done, so the door and the two end bits. I think the other ones might be a bit quicker because they're bigger, flatter pieces, so you can just sort of go along the whole thing rather than have to try and get around all the edges all the time and do all the bits. I've also, on the door, you can still see it because there's a bit of an overlap, but I've filled some of the holes where like the old number plate was screwed in, and the old latch that was broken. I've got a new latch to go on, which is a nice lever arch one, so that would be nice. I've got the lights to go back on, but I need to work out the wiring because I have been looking at the wiring on there and there's wires all over the place. They've been cut and they've had bits replaced on them in different colour cables, so I need to look at what does what and try and find out from there what cables have been put to where, so then I can put the lights back on the back of the trailer. So yeah, so it's been, I say it's productive. I'll show you what I've done. I've got these panels here done. So I've got the door, I've got one of the panels, back panels, and another one of the back panels down here. Okay, so we've got a little bit done today. I've repainted the frame as well, because there was little spots where the paint had missed or where the brush had like made a groove and the water was getting in and it was starting to rust. So I've gone in and corrected all of that. I've gone around with a little fine paintbrush as well around where the hitch is, because I've got the black hitch on the grey frame, so I've just touched up around there so that it's frame and hitch are separate colours rather than there being like bits over painted everywhere. So yeah, so it's been productive, and yeah, so we will see what happens tomorrow. I've got lots of bits that I want to get done tomorrow, so we'll see where we get done with that, because I want to try and paint the back of the house tomorrow, so I'll get the parents involved in that. But yeah, watch this space, we'll see what happens. I have got some other bits coming for the trailer as well. I've got some side markers, so I'll put some, it's a pack of red, white and orange, or amber, so I'll get the amber ones down the side, the red at the back and the white at the front, so we'll get it looking like a little Christmas tree, which will be nice. And then I've just got the cage to build, got the number plate holders and the gate latch. I also want to try and build a little like toolbox to go on the front, something that I can put like ratchet straps and tie downs and like bungees and stuff like that in, so that if I'm got stuff in the trailer I can go in there and grab them. But we shall see. I need to clean the wheels up as well, give them a coat of paint. I have also been working on a chain loop, so something I can clip the chain into with a D-ring. We'll see how it goes. I think it should be alright. And I think the bright red will stand out quite nicely, so we shall see. Okay, so update. I've got the front panel done. ground down, but it's got a bit flaky, so I think there's definitely going to be 2 or 3 more coats on this one. I've got the wheel arches ground down and painted, nice hammerite black. I've got the second coat done on the frame, and the coat on this back panel is completely finished. I've got the other 2 in the shed at the moment, they're now drying. I didn't film as much as I wanted to today, or get as much as I wanted to done today, because I spent the majority of today working on the outside of the house. We have, I'll just turn you around over here, painted all of our brickwork because it was a horrible green and it was flaking away, and it is now a nice cream colour. So that's what I spent most of my day doing. So I haven't done as much as I wanted to on the colour. I'm getting there slowly. Like I said, I've got second coat done on the frame, on the back piece. Got the wheel arches nice and shiny, and nice black. I've got the breakaway hook installed. Touched up the tongue as well. So my next job is to get the side panels sorted out, and I need to get these bits here ground down nice and clean, and then here where the foot goes in, oh, that was a bit stuck, but the metal at the bottom here is breaking away from where there's the nut that goes in here that's been screwed in. It's pushing the bar out and pushing the back of the frame out, so I need to weld all 4 of them. I've got a little dog come to say hello, and there's 2. Hello, boss. Thanks for watching, guys, and subscribe for part 3.